Morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a double page spread again, but it doesn't have to be, but it's the diagonal pockets, and we covered these on the last video, and this is what we're doing. And that's got a paper pocket, and that's got like a little ribbon tulle pocket with all the different ephemera in, and we're using the fussy cuts and things like that. So we'll put that one to one side, and this is what we're going to be working on. So when you've stitched that one in, obviously you've got your stitch in there. I think I've got two papers here from the Just Peachy collection, and I think it's going to be, no, I think it's going to be that one, not sure. It goes that way anyway. Oh, decisions, I can't decide. I'm going to use that one. So this is just the A4 sheet or the letter size, whichever, you know, if you're in the US it's letter size, and the kit does print out on letter size. So what I did was I just folded it in half like that. I didn't really measure, but I will do just to get the exact. So I'm just taking a pencil, and then I'll give you the measurements. I just usually go by what I want it. And that one is there. So we've got got 6.5 inches that way and 3.5 inches that way. And what I'll do is I'll put a thin line, and what I'm going to do is keep it folded like that and go straight to my and there we are, we have the top bit and the bottom bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off a slither off there. Now I've taken off that much, which is 1/8. There we are. So this is what we have here. So we've got one there and one there, and then that way, because you've taken off a slither in the middle, although you can see the stitching, that can be covered up with lace or whatever, but it's not going to interfere. Now these bits here, edge dies, and I know not everybody's got them, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use edge punches. Now you can leave them like that, or you can use edge punches. The only thing about using the edge punches is it leaves the top of your pocket quite fragile. So what I'll do is I'll put another piece of paper underneath to, you know, that will go with this. So let me get my one that's, it's Woodware collection. I've had it for years. I can't even remember where I got it from, but it's little roses, and this probably would do quite well. And it's one of those that you match up. I still will put some paper underneath, because it does leave it fragile, especially if you're putting things in and out of your pocket. That's why it's entirely up to you. So that's that one. What I'll do is I'll do a different. Right, I've got these aren't the greatest of punches. They're at the moment the X-cut ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that looped effect on this one, because in the journal this won't be a middle page. And again, you just marry up the pattern on the side. And we'll get this edge done there. I do have a bin at the end of my desk that catches all of them. So we've got these. Now, to find now what I used on that was it was coordinations, and you can sand this and tear this, and I quite liked it. And I'm just wondering if I can get that. No, I can't. So I'm going to have to, so I've taken off a strip. An inch, that was quite good. And I'm going to stick this right up to the edge, so I'm just going to trim it again. So we can get that there. And I want it right to the edge because that gives it the we'll use a book page. You can put white glue if you prefer. And I'm just leaving it a fraction. I'm just cutting it up like that. And there we are. So we have that one. This one doesn't have to be right to the edge. So what I'm doing is I'm and I can't stitch that on because it's already been stitched and it just wouldn't look nice. So I'm just using my art glitter glue. And then we'll just put it down, make sure it matches up with the edge. And you can ink around the edges if you want. I've not done it this time. And you can see I've not gone right up to the end there, but it doesn't matter. Now what I did do was I used one of these as a pocket there, because there's nothing really so you could put 2 pockets there. So I'm just going to take a slither. I've taken off about the same amount, and then we've got this here and that one there, and I am going to ink around these, and I will use tea dye. It's just that with it being the same papers. There, and we'll stick these down. All right, I'm just wondering if I should have like a wee hole punched in one of these. I don't know whether done it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cellophane on there. And again, I'm just going round the circle, not too near the edge of the circle because I don't want it to smear. I want it, and I've just done it, haven't I? That'll be the other one then. And I wipe the and what I do with this, because it's a kind of stronger cellophane, what I do is I just put a little bit of washi tape and we've got some thin stuff here. You could use a die cut, which then you could sort of like decide if you wanted it further up. You can see that's there, so we'll just and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to stitch round that, and I'm going to stitch round that before I put anything in it. So I will come back when I've stitched it in and keep my circle because I might use that for something else, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, that's me back. So I've just not the neatest of stitches, but you need a special foot for sort of like doing freehand sewing, and I don't have that, so, and I quite like the look of it. So because there's thread in this, and see when you're stitching on paper, sometimes, you know, it goes bumpy, but if you just go over it on the back of it with your bone folder, and what it does is it closes up all those little holes. Like that. And as I said, I'm going to use fabric tack on this. Okay. And then just put that to the edge. Got a little bit of glue there. So there we have that pocket. So you can either have that like that or like that. You know, you can have that as your centre, have that as your centre. You don't even have to have them as your centre. You can just pop it in. So now what we want is we want some ephemera. Now I did do a pocket on that one, and this is what I used. That would actually look quite nice. Could even have it up there. I can trim that. So, and this is something I got from Temu, and it's just tulle with iridescent like glitter on it, but it doesn't come off. Could even use it on that one as well. But I'm putting something in that to show. So what we'll do is we'll catch your fingers. And I'm just holding it. And that's not right up there, but what I am going to do is put some of this here, I think. And I just want half of it. So this has got like, and again, this I got from Temu. So it does give you the option to trim in the middle, which I quite like because it comes in all colours. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little circle there, and I'm just turning that over like that, and I'm going to put the cellophane behind because I don't want the lace sticking onto the page. And I'm just going to bring it down a bit. Stick that there first. That in there. And we'll just let that dry a minute, so then I can peel it off. And what I'm after now is some fussy cuts. And we do have some fussy cuts. I think these will be hopefully that is stuck. It's stuck to there all right. Okay, and there we have it. So it's a little bit rushed, so what I might do is I might just, when I'm putting this down here, what we might do is we might ruche that up a little bit. And I'm going to use this because this catches quite quick. You can, it's not for material, but I do sometimes use it on ribbons and things like that. And I quite like it, I like the results, so I'm going to put that up there and I'm going to bring that down. Stick that down like that. That's it. Just let that dry a little bit. Put that out the way. I'm looking for some ephemera, so we've got ephemera that will go in there, not that one. And there's seed packets. No, they're Christmas ones. What did I do with more? Ah, yeah, they are. So we've got our little postcards. The kit does have postcards, but what I sometimes do is I print out 2 to a page, and you get the little postcards, which are good for sort of like little pockets and things like that. So we can put that in there. Let's see what's now. We'll put that there, but I am going to ink round it. And these are just good journal cards. You can put lined paper or coffee dyed paper. I tend to print coffee dyed paper on them. And here I've got this. Now this is another video. It's a bag. Do I want that? No, I don't want. I don't know. If I put that on there, And I could have my little bag because that's what it's for. It's for this kit. And there we have the flower in there. We can put that at the back. And they're glassine bags that I bought in Michael's. Oh. And then we can put these Do we want a creamy coloured one, like an orangey peachy coloured one? Yes. So yes, so we'll have that. And what I do want is I want some more quite sure. I want this on there, but I want it stuck down. I don't want any of these little flappy bits, but that could go over there. Yep. You don't have to use a circle, you can use anything. I mean, I've got flower punches that I could have used, or heart punches, or squares. It can be any shape that you want. So we'll put that there. And I do have another fussy cut somewhere. So stuck down there. It's actually sticking. I'll have another one of these here. There it is. And yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, but what I do want to do is I just want to do some stenciling at the top. So I'll just get my stencil. And it is that way. And now it's honey pot and Chinese red I use. So first of all we'll do the honey pot. And what I want is a piece of so I want that to go there. So what I've done is I've masked that, I've put that on there. And these I got from AliExpress. You can get them from Temu. I don't have the link, but you just go on and look for stencil brushes. And it'll come up with these, and they're usually in like little tubes. They wash up lovely, although I've not washed these since the last time I used them, but they will wash up. I've done that before. So put that on there, and we'll get the... In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the orange out, and we'll do a bit of orange. You can see, I mean, it is a tea-dye digital, but and there we are. So that just gives it that little bit extra. You don't have to do it. And I think I'll just do a little bit using straight onto the orange on this. Yep. That on, and then we'll use some honey pot. There you are. And that's how easy it is to stencil. So we'll put that back in there. And there were little flowers showing. That one there. And I think we'll have that one showing there. If that pocket annoys me too much, what I will do is I will take a needle and thread and I will stitch it and just sort of like do like a little dart at the end just to pull it. But at the moment it's I quite like it, so it's fine. But if it starts catching on things in the journal, when I start putting it back in, then I will alter it. And I'm just going to go over this thread. And I'm just putting some, you can't, it's illegible script. And I'm just putting it down there. And I'm just doing it with the orange, and it just takes it away from the thread. And I'll go right up the hinge. And then if you're using it as a separate page in a journal, you'll just see a tiny little bit. You know, so if you've got something there, you'll only see it, and you won't even see the thread. So that's that. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It is easy. You can leave these pockets. You don't have to put edges on them like what I've done. You can leave them. You can fold them over, you know, to give them a little bit more strength. You can use washi tape, just that'll, you know, strengthen them a little bit more. But the paper I usually use is when I'm doing things like this, it's usually 160 GSM, I think, which is £65 in the US. So there we are. We have our two, when I get rid of all my rubbish, our pockets, all our little bits and pieces in. So I hope you have a try. Let me know how you get on. If you've got any ideas, just let me know in the comments. If you would like to see me actually cover something, just let me know in the comments. I'll try anything once, or twice, or 3 times. It depends. But yeah, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.